Hooray, drama the two hosts. If I may, I'm thinking that you chose the best thing. If you like them good shows and all of these movies. What up, Chipper Chap? This is Chipper Chap Chat. What up, Chipper Chap? This is Chipper Chap Chat. What up, Chipper Chap? This is Chipper Chap Chat. What up, Chipper Chap? This is Chipper Chap Chat.
What up, Chipper Chaps? This is Chipper Chap Chat, episode 64.
64.
And I am Fooray.
And I am Chamba.
And we are two brown kids that talk about nerdy shit.
Yep.
Let's get into
Stuff that
it.
interests us. Yep. All right.
First off, I guess we'll do a little gaming news. As the much talked about and discussed in the gaming community, Sombra character finally made her debut in a new Overwatch short that debuted at BlizzCon this year. There had been like a whole long situation with different like hacking groups and stuff trying to find out little bits of information about the character that, you know, had kind of gone back and forth. You probably don't know anything about this stuff.
I didn't realize that, you know, as you were just stating then about this whole hacking thing, that's news to me.
Yeah, there had been little shit like hidden in all the other trailers and stuff that they had been putting out where like randomly at the end of the video would glitch for a second, and you know, a lot of people would just see that effect and not think anything about it.
Oh, that's what I thought it was. It's just a nothing, but was that actually a character?
So people would see these glitches and they'd find like little bits of numbers, and then they try to figure out what those numbers mean, and it's this big, long, like elaborate thing.
Wow.
And then hiding bits of information all over the game about the name Sombra has been out there for a while. People were able to surmise that she's is a Spanish-speaking character who like is a hacker probably because of all the coding and stuff like that. Because they were making it seem like the messages were coming from the character Sombra herself.
Legit.
She was releasing information from like websites of these politicians that exist in the game, so you can like read all of their emails, and like they have little bits of information that people are trying to figure out how they're connected to the yada yada, all leading up to them finally showing the character at BlizzCon.
And the trailer was cool. Yeah,
the short was dope. Well, about like a couple weeks ago, someone leaked the design.
Oh,
but
really?
it was like a screenshot from like one of the menu screens, so it was only like from the knees up, and people weren't sure if it was really her because they leaked another design a little while ago that was of a character that was just completely random. Somebody made it up, just speculating what they think it looks like, and they tried to make it look like it was in a games shot, but it
was just
wasn't.
A fake one.
Yeah, and so when this other one came out, people were kind of skeptical.
Understandably so.
Right.
I wonder
and
who
then,
leaked
you know, I don't know. They still don't know, but they said it came off of one of the company's like websites. They had a picture of her, and then a week after that, then they had like a piece of artwork that got leaked, and that was a really cool looking piece of artwork. But they're like, this is definitely for BlizzCon, but they don't know what the artwork represents or whatever. But it was like her standing on like a big mecha hand or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally we get this trailer, which was like a nice little short. It basically was, if you're a player of the games, then you can kind of figure out what they're showing you. But they're basically showing the viewer all of her movesets.
Yeah.
So she has like a little device that she shows out that she throws that she can like teleport to, and she uses an SMG and she can hack things and yada yada. So I don't know. The character looks really cool. I like her design quite a bit.
Do too.
Her personality seems interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I like that she's playing both sides, which, you know, kind of makes sense, especially since when you play the game, they don't restrict like good guys and bad guys. You
right. There is really
mixed all the characters together.
I do like that in a sense where it's like it shows that there's gray.
Right.
You know, there's more gray than there is black and white.
She looks very cool. I'm interested to finally play her whenever they finally make that available, which I assume will be a week or two from now.
Okay.
No, they haven't said yet. But they said that she's gone into the testing phase. So now people are playing her at a small scale to kind of make sure all her shit is not glitching and whatnot, and figure out her balancing, I'm assuming. And then a week or two from now, then we'll finally get to play her, and that'll be cool. But now, let's get into this movie stuff.
Yeah, movie stuff. There's a couple of things, like, as soon as we recorded the last episode, it seems like a bunch of things just
Right.
popped up, and I was like, cool, because like we had enough to fit in the last episode clearly, but we were like, oh, we need to quickly get this done. But yeah, the first thing, Steppenwolf, the villain for Justice League, has been cast. Do you know who this actor is?
I know that he was the leader of the Wildlings.
Yes.
In
Cirian
Game of
Hinds.
Thrones.
He's actually a
But
pretty
I
good
don't
actor.
know him from anything else.
Right. It's kind of in the tip of my tongue. There's a bunch of films that he's been in where he's good. Whatever he's doing good. So I'm curious to see how he will actually portray this character, because if those the deleted scenes are actually considered part of the canon, then he's just a giant demon-like creature.
Right, and
So will he be
maybe
voicing
he'll
him?
have a humanoid form.
Oh, okay. I can kind of see that. Where it's like, will he be mocapping him? Will he be just voicing him? Or will he, obviously, like as you just stated, be the humanoid version of him?
Right, I would imagine he is voicing the CGI character and probably has a more human-esque form that they could either do some sort of makeup
Right.
or base it on his general aesthetic or something.
Rather than just having a giant demon.
Right, because like looking at him himself,
Yeah.
I could imagine him playing the comic book version of Steppenwolf,
Right.
which is just like a Asgardian looking
Exactly.
dude.
That's why I was like, it's strange. It was like, when they first said Steppenwolf, I was like, that's that demon character. I looked him up and I was like, wait a second. He looks nothing like him.
I think that they just very early on decided our aliens are going to look alien,
Right.
so that they don't look like our Amazons or our Earth-based gods.
Except for Superman,
So-
which looks human.
Except for Superman, because obviously you can't
Right.
change that Superman has to blend in.
Right.
But I'm still very, very curious how that's going to go.
Him too.
Especially because none of the shit we've seen for Justice League even implies who they're fighting.
Right, exactly. And I thought they'd said like they'd finished filming Justice League already. So the fact that they said that they've cast Cirian Hinds, either he was cast a while ago and they just said
Right.
who he is, or that there was a stand-in for a majority of the filming and he's just obviously playing the after.
Right,
like
because they
post-production
always
type
do reshoots later, so it's like
Exactly.
they could shoot just his part on a studio,
Right.
or like you said, he could just be voice acting in post-production.
Either way, I think it's cool.
but-
He's great.
Yeah, cool beans.
Yeah.
I haven't watched this one either. Next new thing is the Lego Batman trailer. I haven't watched it.
You haven't?
I saw the thumbnail.
There's more of Robin.
Right, who's played by who again?
Scott
Is it
Pilgrim.
Michael Cera?
Yep. Scott
Right.
Pilgrim himself. And he works. He works.
Right, he works as Robin. It's funny.
He does.
I get it. I just kind of don't want to see any more from
Right.
it until I watch the movie.
Right. I think after this trailer, I'm done with it. Kind of. I'll watch it
Because
when it
it's
comes out.
comedies. With most comedies, I
Yeah.
feel like I don't really want to see the jokes until I see the jokes.
Which I'm thinking, like, I know. I think some people have said, it's like, have they shown all the jokes? And I'm like, no, that's impossible.
No, it's a Lego.
Yeah.
It's a Lego movie. The whole thing is a fucking running joke.
It's exactly the premise in itself is a joke. I just find it really bizarre though that this like Batman was obviously a popular character in the Lego Movie, one of the standouts. But the fact that they've made a fully budget CG film that they're going to release in the cinemas and not just like a direct to Blu-ray.
Right. I think that they think Lego movie plus Batman equals you're going to make enough money even if we give you the budget like you're going to do it on
Right.
DVD or whatever, so you might as well give it a little extra money, make it look nice.
Make it look like the Lego Movie Batman.
Right, make it look like the Lego movie, and then we'll make a bunch more money.
Well, I hope that's the case. Would you be interested in seeing any more Lego type movies like this if this one was actually quite good?
Well, here's the thing.
Yes.
It's complicated
Okay.
because I like the Lego movie doing well.
Yes, I like the Lego Movie also.
And I think that if they make a sequel to Lego movie, which I heard is the plan, I am fine with that.
Yes.
I don't necessarily want to see just Lego versions of other characters.
Same.
So, I don't necessarily want this Batman Lego movie to fail,
I don't want it to
But
fail,
but I just don't want more. And I feel like if it does well, we're just going to get more.
I know. And honestly, to be honest, when they announced that they were going to do a Lego Batman movie, I was actually a little bit disappointed
Right.
Because I was like, just make a Lego movie too. Because
Right.
now,
You can have all these characters in
absolutely,
it.
yeah. Like now that Batman, so it's essentially Batman as Lego. It's essentially a parody
Right.
of itself that's official.
Right. They just decided Batman in that movie was funny enough, and there's enough jokes they can write around the Batman lore that they might as well just make a whole Batman Lego
I
movie
do hope this
instead
is a
of making a
one-off.
CGI Batman movie that's funny.
Right. It's just weird. Like I recently watched. This is not in the show notes, but I recently watched the that '60s Batman cartoon movie,
Right, right.
and it was fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, but
I'm
mind
like
you,
not at all interested in
mind you
that.
though, it's best that they not make another one. Like it worked exactly as it should have, but you don't need more of that. Like with this Batman Lego movie, I don't want a sequel for this. And you
But
know if
it
it makes
does,
money,
it's
they're
gonna
gonna
do
they're gonna
it.
go, oh, we've hit jackpot. I'm like, have you though? It's just like printing money at
Right.
that point. It's like Robot Chicken.
But they didn't like force 1,000
Right.
robot chicken
No.
movies down our throat.
Exactly, and that's why. Like that's why I think Robot Chicken kind of works because it's different things every week in a sense as a show. This one
Right.
it just felt weird. I'm like it worked for the Lego movie because it was a bunch of universes going together. But if it's just Lego Batman, it's just the Warner Brothers characters.
Right.
So now we essentially have another Justice League movie that happens to be Lego.
I don't think it's in canon with anything though. I think it's
That's why it's
just
weird to me.
like a parody of. It's an official
That's
Batman
why,
parody.
to me, that's bizarre. You could have actually spent that time and money on something that I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I don't know. I think it's just to keep. I think it's just to keep Batman in the movies until they have another Batman movie ready.
You could have done another Lego movie then. Batman could have still been a character
They are
there.
still.
Yeah, I know, but like, will people want another Lego movie now, or will they just want another Lego Batman movie after this?
Well, I think the Lego Movie 2 is happening regardless.
Okay,
But
I don't know.
we probably will get a Batman Lego Movie 2 as well.
To me, I'm like, come on, really?
But I just stop there. We don't need a Lego
Yeah.
Batman Forever and Lego
Yeah, we
Batman and
don't.
Robin.
We don't. We really
don't need
don't.
it.
We don't. It's unnecessary.
Next up,
Next
live
up.
action photos from Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
I haven't seen these.
I
but-
think they were from Entertainment Weekly.
They were. I've seen only them very small in like thumbnail form. I saw
Okay.
like Beast and Belle standing together,
People
And I saw,
definitely
like,
have issues with the way
like
Beast
a table
looks.
with a bunch of shit on it.
Right.
But I assume they were the characters, but I couldn't see them well enough to know.
People have issues with the way Beast looks.
Okay.
And I don't know, I think it looks fine. I mean, it's a still image, so I was like, I need to see it in motion. That's kind of
I
the
don't
way
have
things
an
work.
opinion.
Yeah, you don't have an opinion. I don't know. I like that original animated Beauty and the Beast a lot. I thought that was quite good.
So they got the clock and the teapot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what the fuck do they have these big? Okay, so I'm only looking at it still kind of small, but the teapot, from what I can tell, like all of them in silhouette are perfectly fine. The candlestick is fucking with me though.
Yeah, the candlestick is bizarre because he's like a full human.
Yeah, what is that shit
Yeah,
about?
I don't know.
And the feather duster is like a bird.
Yeah, I don't know. She's supposed to be that the French
The
one,
French
right?
maid, right?
Yeah, the French maid. I have no idea how that's a French maid.
I guess they don't want to have the French maid and candlestick guy have that whole thing going. I don't know.
All I know is that the candelabra looks so weird.
The clock, I'm on board with the clock.
The clock, I think, looks brilliant because you could
The
see his
teapot-
face.
The teapot even is fine, but the face on it looks real weird to me.
Mhm.
I haven't seen it high res enough. But
Right,
the
right,
face
right.
looks like almost like two humans stuck to
Yep.
the side of
Yeah, exactly.
See?
Exactly. The candle
Um,
looks so weird.
the candle is fucking with me. Why does it have to be a full like human shaped?
Why does he have legs?
Right, it's so bizarre.
Like the
It's so
original didn't
bizarre.
have legs, and he was just hopping around, and that worked perfectly. Yeah.
Did you see? There's like, okay, so what the fuck was the other candelabra we saw?
Oh, I looked at it again, and he was basically bowing.
what?
His legs were twisting kind of together, like he was curtsying, I suppose. like introducing himself in a sense where his arms were above his head. I looked at that image again and I was like, okay,
Does
that's
he
what
have
he's doing.
4 arms?
No, he's got arms. He's got 2 arms and he's got 2 legs, but the legs were kind of making a twist action.
Nah, dude, I'm looking at him at the same time. I think he must change shape or something.
Maybe.
Or
I don't
pop
know.
off of the... Because it's a completely different shape.
But here's the thing, I just need to see this shit in motion.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because
for sure.
Right now, it's just a load of confusion.
Also, the clock is different as well.
That was probably it could have just been pre-production because for all we know, they could be changing stuff on a constant.
I mean, the clock is fairly similar, but his like second hand, minute hand look more mustachy shaped in the new picture. Maybe this is like a before they turn into sentient or something version.
Maybe.
I don't know.
What do you think of the beast?
Bizarre, okay, so let me find a good shot of the beast because
there's the one where he's in the library.
Right, where they're looking at books or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I've heard people say that he looks too much like the old 90s TV show or whatever.
Yep.
If that's the only criticism, I don't agree with that. But he does look like rather is he a CG thing or is he makeup?
I think he is CG. Because like I'm hearing two different things. I'm hearing 2 different things. Some people are saying it is it's like a body type. There's like the body's there, but then the face is CG-ish type stuff, where they just embellish it. Others are saying it's completely CG. I don't know.
Because
his horns are massive.
Right. Okay. So is the shot of them standing together where they look like they're kind of dancing? Is that real?
I don't know, because to me that looks like just a Photoshop job.
Right. What are the entertainment ones? The official
That is the entertainment ones. The official ones are inside.
One of them dancing?
No. The official one is them inside that library looking at the book.
That's the only one they put out?
I think so, because the cover is otherwise the other only one.
And
to me, the cover is not the best to go by, because it looks like a straight up Photoshop job. Like, it's not like that scene is not what we're seeing in the movie. They just cobbled that together for the cover.
I don't know. Well, how do you feel about these?
I don't know. I gotta see it in motion, man. That's kind of like my thing with most of these things. Like, it's not looking at it like looking at, say, the one where they're in the library. It's not. Right. It doesn't make me feel like, oh, that's appalling. That looks stupid. They ruined this. My childhood is ruined, type stuff. You know, it's never that. It's never ever that, anyways. But I mean, it looks fine. I need to see how it moves.
Her outfit basically looks like Belle's outfit. She's got the little apron piece.
My problem, my only primary issue is she still kind of looks like a kid.
She does, and she looks significantly younger to me than the dude playing the Prince guy.
Exactly.
I'm almost surprised they didn't go younger with him.
Right.
To accommodate for that. But at the same time, like Emma Watson, she is like a grown woman now. She just happens to look 13 forever.
Exactly. Like, they were showing, I think on Facebook, it's like, she's the same age as Margot Robbie, yet they don't look the same age.
Oh, no. Not at all.
Oh, no. Basically says it.
Yeah, not at all.
They're the same age. You can't tell that, though.
It happens, man.
It does, exactly. So, I don't know. I think
Kanoy is older than Margot Robbie, I'm pretty sure. She looks perpetually young as
well. Exactly. Honestly, with this, I need to see an actual proper trailer. Like, these aren't really doing anything for me.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The only thing that's really bothering me, like the candelabra thing,
is bizarre.
Both versions of it, but the only thing that I do not like is the feather duster.
Yeah, why is it a bird?
I don't fucking know. It's irritating to me.
Like, you know, in the end, when they all turn human, she just turns into a fucking peacock. Or a swan.
I don't know. Maybe she's still just a French maid. They just thought all the products should look different or something.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's bizarre. I don't get it.
But those are photos. Whatever. You know what? When a new trailer pops up, then hopefully we'll get a better indication of what those things, what everybody looks and feels like.
Right.
Because based on these photos, you can't really go much off of them.
Nope.
No.
So what else we got? Starship Troopers movie reboots happening.
Yeah. I'm keen because I like the original Starship Troopers movie. It's campy as shit and it's great. But the difference with this one is that this one's actually going to be based more on the novels.
Right.
Rather than kind of like, let's take that premise and just kind of do our own thing.
Right.
Which they did.
I don't care.
Yeah, you don't care. That's fine. To me that movie is awesome. It's dumb, but it's awesome.
I didn't care about the original.
I did.
And I didn't care about the animated series. I didn't care about any of the books. And I don't care about a reboot.
Excellent. Let's move on.
Motherfuckers in space, killing bugs. Cool beans.
Yep. Let's
David Hayter pinning a live-action Voltron.
Yes, you know who David
Who's
Hayter is,
David
right?
Hayter?
David Hayter is the guy who played Guyver.
Okay.
He also wrote X-Men 1 and 2.
Okay, cool.
He also was the voice of Solid Snake.
All right.
Yeah, but he's pinning a live-action Voltron.
All right, cool.
I guess, like, hey, Voltron cartoon's doing okay. I see they're probably like, hey, they're doing a Power Rangers movie. Why not do a Voltron movie too? Giant mechas make money in Asia.
Yep.
So, let's cater to that audience and let's make some Asian money.
I just hope they do something very different with it than what Power Rangers is doing to make it a different thing.
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
it's the same.
Gonna be very similar.
Yeah. Like, it'd have to take place in the future. They'd have to. They can't.
Yeah, they gotta do something.
Yeah. Because if they base it like, oh, it's now, nah.
Right, but that's also like to money comes into it, and if they gotta make alien worlds and make it look believably like they're on alien planets and only.
Right.
Speaking of aliens and spaceships and shit, that costs money.
You need the budget for that. That's right.
Right. So sure, I guess I'm excited to see what they do with it.
We'll see what happens, man. But Voltron.
Well, I didn't even finish the brand new cartoon, and
neither did I. I'm still kind of like, I don't really like. It's weird because everyone's like, oh man, they're excited for the season 2 and whatnot, and it looks good. Like, we've spoken out, our piece on that. Like, it looks good. It just didn't hook us.
Yeah, it didn't grab me, and and that's, I don't know why, because I liked Korra as well, but then again, I didn't finish Korra, so
I did. It was good in the end.
I didn't do it. I really liked it. I don't know what it was that made me stop giving a shit, but somewhere along those lines, I fell off of it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird where I'm like, there are some things, television. Doesn't have to be cartoons even, where I'm like, I like it, but I don't care enough to continue, if that makes sense.
Right.
And it's so weird because
it's just because there's too much shit. There's so much good shit.
I know. And I have to be picky with my time.
Yep.
I have to be picky. But then, like, I'll go off and, like, start watching stand-up comedy. And I'm like, yeah, it's just one-off. But see, that's the difference. It's a one-off type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to, like, come back next week and watch the continuation.
Right.
But it's weird. I don't know. I'm like, why don't I give a why don't I give more of a shit to continue when I actually say it's not shit. It's great.
Right.
Animation's well done. Visuals are excellent. It's not even that long in terms of the episodes, but I'm like, yeah, it's there. I think because I know that it's there. And that it won't just disappear.
Do you think if it was a weekly, you would care more?
No. If they said on the Netflix, for example, the Voltron, the cartoon, they go, we're going to take it out next weekend, then I'll probably finish it.
Right.
But
I still don't think I would. I still don't think I would.
But see,
the difference, and it's really not even like I didn't like it.
I know.
I just don't care enough.
But here's the difference, Royce. You see the difference when I said, if they're taking it out next week, then I'll probably watch it? That means I'm forcing myself to watch it.
All right.
It's become almost like a chore.
Better do it.
Yeah, I bet. I guess
inconvenient.
Exactly. Like, it's almost like I have to get out of my own way just to watch something. I'm like, that's not something that you enjoy then. I'm like, but it's so weird. And the thing is, I think, though, honestly, if I continue watching it, I might actually enjoy it. But I'm just not even giving myself that chance to do that. It's so bizarre.
I don't know. I
It's
think
so
I was kind
bizarre.
of the same way with Stranger Things. Like
Oh,
I was like
okay.
I was like I'm sure I'm gonna like it.
Mm.
I don't care enough to watch it right now. And then
Mm-mm-mm.
finally I was like, okay, well I'll sit down and watch a couple. I'll get up to where I was with Jeff, and if it's bothering me, then I'll just turn it off.
Right.
And so I let it get to that point, and by then I was just like, well, it definitely doesn't bother me,
Yeah.
and I'm vaguely curious what the fuck is
Yeah.
happening.
Right, right, right.
So I left
And
it
that's the
on.
thing. Yeah, that's exactly it. Do I want to continue? Like honestly with Black Mirror, I was telling you I started watching that, right? I
Right.
finished the first two seasons because there was only like 7 episodes within 2 seasons. So I'm like, that's easy. That's way too easy. But this
Okay.
new season, there's like 6 episodes. I've watched maybe the first two, and I'm like, I don't think I need any more. I like it. It's dark.
It's
It's
different though.
very.
That's real fucking depressing.
That's why I'm like, That's why, honestly, after I watched that, I went to watch some stand up comedy. I was like, I feel good now.
Right. You
Because
needed
I
a
feel like
refresher.
shit after watching those.
Yep.
I'm like, wow, this world sucks.
It's bleak.
It's too bleak.
It's
And I'm
it's
like,
it's a series of bleak outlooks.
and that's the thing. I'm like, okay, I understand why people enjoy stuff like that. But I can't fill my life with shit that'll just make me feel like shit.
Right. And I get it. It's like look what we're doing right now. Let's
Yeah,
avoid getting this
right,
far.
right, absolutely. And you know what? Sure, but that's almost like the darkest of the darkest.
Right. It's the darkest timeline.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, I don't
Uh,
want to live in that timeline.
but anyway, live
Yeah.
action Vulture, woo!
Yeah, cool. I mean, it's something. It's something. And to be
But
honest,
speaking
right?
of that kind of,
Yeah, yeah. Go.
there's new toy reveals for Power
Toilers.
Rangers. Some new toilers in the form of we've now seen the Megazord
Mm-hmm. The
for the
action
Power
figure.
Rangers film.
Yep.
So I saw you posted this on Facebook,
Yes, I shared it onto your
and
page.
there was some reactions to that.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't expect that much discussion on that post that I shared on yours page.
Right.
I actually posted it just to show you. And
Yeah,
then
but
everybody was like talking.
a lot of discussions like this
Yeah.
happen on my Facebook page.
I know, I
I'm not
apologize. I should have
surprised.
just shared it on my own, but I was like, I needed you to see it. I don't know if you see stuff that I post on mine, so.
So, what do you think of this? What do you think of this Megazord
It looks alien.
design?
I do like the point that you made out where it's the feet that's the only thing.
Yeah, they're the only things that like explicitly look bad to me.
Yeah, aesthetically, they don't even work with the rest of it. That's the thing. I don't get it. And
Yeah, they're just very wide.
right, I made it a point where I'm like, maybe it's just made like that in a toy so that it can just stand up.
I don't think so because if you look at it, it specifically looks like it's one of the other two Zord. It's the
I
Blue
know.
Ranger's like Zord.
I don't know, dude. I'm gonna have to wait. Like, somebody asked me as well afterwards. It's like, so what are your thoughts on the Zord? And I was like, I'll need to. Again, based on like the whole kind of like the whole Beauty and the Beast thing, I need to see it in motion
Right.
because
It's definitely a lot more humanoid.
very much so. It's definitely different to the Megazord that we are used to.
Like it's got muscle shapes on it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, that could be just the toy, because
Right,
sometimes they do that.
right.
But I don't know. Based on this, it looks. But even more so, I'm like, I kind of get it at the same time
I
because
do
it's even
too.
more like a dude in a suit.
Yeah,
So it's like, I don't know. I don't know
I don't
how to
know.
feel about it.
I don't know
I
either.
gotta
So I
see
was
it do
like,
some shit.
yeah, that's exactly it. I need to see it in motion because that will, for me, anyways, that will be like, okay, I get why they did this. And
I think it's interesting that it's got the like soul gem thing in the middle of its chest.
yep, and its face is kind of like
I assume
a
it'll be a
hologram.
big version of that universe thing that the
Mm-hmm.
Power Rangers have.
Also,
Maybe
it's
maybe
interesting.
it's their combined essences to make this
Oh,
thing move.
maybe, yeah, maybe. It's also interesting that each part of their Zords are
Right.
kind of just spread out.
Yeah, they're like they're spread out, and then they have like, I don't know, like a finger trap of human shape that juts out of them into the next piece of Zord.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That sounds weird.
It does sound weird, but that's
But
what it looks like to me.
it's I like the wings. I think those are cool.
Right, here's the thing. If I didn't know this was the Megazord, I just got like a commission, and they're like, "This is my character. Draw my character." I'm sure there's a way to draw this thing where it looks badass.
Oh yeah, yeah. And that's what I was almost thinking. I was like, maybe I should just do some fan art.
Right beforehand.
Yeah, yeah.
Before
Because
it comes out.
I've already seen somebody else draw it on Twitter, and I was like, that looks fine.
Oh, really? Oh, I want to see it. I want to see it. Who did it? Was it somebody you know?
Yeah.
Well, it sure as hell doesn't look like any of the quote unquote leaked designs.
Right, right, right. But then, like, you see they showed the leak photo of the Tyrannosaurus Zord. Tyrannosaur,
Right,
is that
right.
what you say?
Uh-huh.
And that one looks different also. Like, you look at it and go, it's got like a massive back cannon.
Right.
And I'm like, as a dinosaur, that's legit. And he, like, the figure rides in its mouth.
It rides in his mouth?
Well, yeah, on the toy version.
I didn't see that in the
yeah,
toy.
you can sit the actual little toy in its mouth. Because I didn't realize that these toys are supposedly massive. Because that little version of the Power Ranger is like 2 inches tall, they said. Yet the dinosaur
Really?
looked freaking huge. So I'm like, that's gonna be a big toy.
I also saw this supposed leak of the pink Zord.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Did you see
okay.
this already,
No,
too?
I haven't.
Here, I'll link it to you.
Oh, okay. That's a giant head.
Yeah, it's quite large. And, it's the pterodactyl or whatever.
It looks like a jet.
It does. And I think that's partially the idea. The feet are kind of bizarre.
Right,
but I
the
don't
feet,
know
how they do that
move.
zigzag thing, I don't really get that.
Right.
But I think it looks neat as a drawing, as a concept art.
Right.
I'm still so looking forward to this movie, dude.
I just want to see the move, man. Give me a real trailer, somebody.
Because that teaser was a tease.
Very much was.
You see the fan art?
It very much was. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, it's definitely more Zord-like. Like, it's not like what the toy looks like. But it's taking elements of it.
Yeah, he doesn't have all the, like, finger trap stuff.
No,
and
no.
the feet are very different.
Right.
But, I like what he did with it. Doesn't necessarily look the same, but I like what he did with it.
Right, right.
I'd like to see somebody try and draw it for real, but make it look good.
Right. Fucking time. Finally had time.
Right.
But hey, at least that's a glimpse of what
I
the
need
Megazord.
I need to see the Tyrannosaur one again. Oh shit! Here, let me show you another Pink Ranger leak.
Okay. Damn, where are you finding these leaks from, dude?
the master spy Google.
I love Google.
Yeah. Okay.
Revealing
So
secrets.
this puts the shape and proportion the jet you saw, and I think in jet form it looks fucking rad.
That looks so cool.
Oh, yeah.
That looks cool, dude.
Yep.
Its head is bigger than it's supposed to be, but it's a cockpit, and it looks cool.
Yeah,
it looks like a jet.
And it makes the jet shape look rad.
That looks wicked. Okay, this looks wicked. I'm good with this.
Yeah, I dig that. And if that's the way the other ones are gonna go, I'm cool with it.
Using your Google spy skills,
Yeah.
are there leak photos of, like, the other Zords?
Not that I've seen.
Okay.
There's another one attached to the Pink Ranger leak photo, but I don't know if it's an alternate for the pink one or if it's maybe the part of the red one.
Show? Yeah, we're talking about this. We're probably not going to show it in the episode, but who cares? We'll have links.
Right.
Maybe that's alternates. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
I
what
can't
it's
tell
based
'cause
on.
the color is vague enough to I can't tell if it's pink.
I'm thinking that's maybe what it might be based on. Although it could be
think
the
so?
fucking dinosaur too. I don't know.
That's what like when I'm looking at it, I was like, it could be the red one, and maybe they
Right.
all kind of fold up and fly, but I don't know.
Dude, this is with their budget.
It doesn't
how are they
look like
doing
the
this?
red in the poster though, so
No, it doesn't.
I don't know what that is.
This could have been like it eventually evolved into this Like what inspired the look of this pink.
The jet
pink
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that jet one, dude. I'm like.
Oh no, I
think
don't
it
know,
looks...
dude. It says looking at the picture of it closer up, it says red flight morph.
Maybe it is the red one, dude.
That's what I'm like.
Do they all have
Maybe
cockpits like that?
I wonder if they can all fly around as just as a means of travel.
That's dude. I want to see the movie now.
Right. It looks very different shapes wise than
Yes.
the
The pink
tail
one. Mm-hmm.
the tail of the red one that we saw in the poster of the Red
Unless the
Ranger
tail one
sitting on
kind
it.
of like goes into it.
I don't
Goes
know,
into
dude. Because
itself.
look at those shapes. They're all like organic-y,
Yeah,
like
I don't
sharper
know.
shapes with lots of curves. This
Right,
one
right,
here
right. It
is
doesn't look
very
any
angular.
curvy. Yeah, it's
So
very
this one I think is like maybe a concept for what the red one
possibly.
was gonna
It
look
looks like a
like or something.
helicopter.
Right, it does. But if the pink one looks like that or similar to that, I'm bored. I think that looks neat.
Yeah, I think it looks wicked.
But also I'm looking at the poster for the Pink Ranger and
It looks
I don't
nothing like it.
see necessarily any shapes that are super contradictory.
Mm,
But I also don't see any shapes where I'm like, yeah, that's definitely that part of it. You know?
right.
So I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's too many I don't knows, but it's not like I don't know in a sense where I am pushing it aside and saying no.
Right. There's definitely a lot of people who are upset with how they look, and I definitely don't feel that strongly
Nope,
about
I'm not
it.
one of those ones.
Um,
I'm still very intrigued.
yeah, but at the same time, dude, if you remember, that's exactly what happened when Turtles was coming out too. Like we were like,
Right.
yeah, it's weird, but we're not gonna
Right.
completely jump ship until after we see it.
Of course. And, but that's fine because after we saw it, then we can fully judge what we saw.
Right.
Like right now, I'm not going to judge it based on a trailer on these leaked photo type things either. I'm definitely still interested, and I'm going to be interested I'm still going to watch it. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that I do like when I walk out, I'm like, hey, that was different from the Power Rangers that I know, but I actually really liked it.
Hey, that's very true.
Because I'm not I'm not opposed to it being different. Different is fine, as long as it's different good, and not
Right.
different
And
bad.
well, and speaking of that too, they had the other toy reveals where the Morpher and Power Coins.
Right.
So I guess they do have some sort of a Morpher,
Yeah.
but you can kind of see that on their belts
Right.
already. And they also they're going to have the Red Ranger's like blade arm thing
His
toy.
sword.
Right.
His sword. That's what
So
it is.
yeah, I told you that's what it was gonna be,
Yeah.
dude.
It was. It's a fucking farming tool.
Yep.
That's
So
pretty cool.
I guess cool.
Yeah,
whatever.
that's his sword. But then they all
Yeah.
have individual weapons. So what do their weapons? Are they all like light based as well?
I'm guessing, or maybe they'll just form as attachments to their body, whatever they are.
They're symbiote.
Yeah, they're symbiote armor, sword, weapons.
They're Guyver units.
Yep.
I'm so keen on this.
Yeah, dude, I'm very curious.
I am too.
The thing is, I just really want to like it.
Yes, that's really.
So far, I'm like, from what I've seen and what I know about it, I don't hate it. So
Yes,
as long as we
and that's
stay
good.
on, I don't hate it, I'm
Exactly.
good to go.
Right, exactly. Please keep that. Please stay there. Don't go to the point where I'm like, I don't want to see the trailer or the next trailer or see another reveal and just me go, oh.
All right, definitely.
Because that
not.
happens too
Anyway,
often with Transformers. Okay.
It really does. It really does. But we've
Wonder
been
Woman
talking
trailer.
about Power Rangers for hella long. So, yeah, there was a Wonder Woman trailer released like literally right after we put the other episode up, or right after we recorded the other episode.
Right after. Essentially like a couple hours after. What are your thoughts on the trailer?
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Nothing I didn't like about it.
Nope. She looks good. The film looks good.
The villain, the lady villain is cool.
Yeah, that with that fake face.
For whatever reason, she kind of reminded me. She seemed like a Hellboy type villain.
Right. I guess because it's
Which is
World
not
War
bad.
One. No, that's cool. That's
Right.
cool.
I'm guessing that that German dude that
The Germany dude.
that he played like the bad guy vampire in 30 Days a Night. I can't remember his name, but I think he's probably like the secret villain of the movie. Like he's gonna end up being some kind of weirdo.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But other than that, we don't really get to see what the major villain is. Like if the God of War is in it, is that him, or is he just going to be a puppet for that guy?
Dude, this film could be so good.
It could be, but right now, and this is not at all a bad thing. Yep. It just is holding up as looking legitimately like if they crossed Thor with Captain America: The First Avenger, movie-wise, and made a movie out of that. And to me, I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, if the film was, say, an actual cross between those two films, that means I'm going to like it.
Right, because I liked both of those movies. Exactly. And what they've shown me so far, again, I don't hate any of it.
Nope.
So if we can just stay
on
there. Track.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're good.
Somebody asked me, like, what's your thoughts on the Wonder Woman trailer? I was like, if the movie is as good as the trailer shows it to be, then I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, they look like they're trying to stay in line with the Snyder style of action.
Yep.
With like her jumping through the window and it breaking in slow motion around her, and all the like whippy camera angles around her doing spin kicks and shit is very Snydery as far as the action.
Yep.
But the rest of the movie feels very light and
a little more light. Yeah.
Color wise, it has a lot of fresh pop colors, especially in Themyscira.
Dude, that's why. Yeah,
those shots look fantastic.
Looked great.
Yeah, so I'm way at the fuck on board for.
And honestly, BVS had some quite nice colors too. Like remember when those in the beach when those kids are actually getting the kryptonite.
Right.
All those scenes look nice. He does.
When he wants to show stuff that's hot and in the sun, he does it very well. That movie had very little of that.
Exactly. Everything was just in the dark and shade. That was kind of the problem.
I feel like they needed more scenes with that color palette of Superman doing heroic shit in that color palette.
Because when he was doing heroic shit, it was still all like, let's mute the colors.
It's still dreary everywhere.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, no. It needs to be vibrant and bright and hopeful. Like, when they're being saved, they need to look like, yay, hope, happiness.
Right. And
whatever. But yeah, the trailer looks sick, dude.
I thought it looked great. And even the stuff where they were alluding to kind of Superman stuff, like her kind of dressed like Clark Kent and saving.
Yeah. I like those scenes, actually.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. Yeah. And, and if they're not going to do it with Superman, they might as well do it with Wonder Woman.
Yep.
So,
exactly.
Fine with it.
They're not going to do it with Superman. It's too late for that.
So, yeah, man, I couldn't be any more on board for Wonder Woman than I am right now.
Yep.
Just make it good.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Just make them good.
Just make them good. That's all it takes.
Make them good. And you think that'd be easy, right?
Right.
And I know people like, nah, man, it's hard to make a good film. I'm like, no, it's not. There's a lot of really good films out there where it's almost effortless for them. It seems like, how do you make it?
At least it feels that way.
At least it feels that way, right? But like, how do you do so much to a film where you botch it?
Mm-hmm.
Just don't do that. Stay away from that. As soon as you feel like you're going to get to that direction, stop and go, hey, let's not go there.
Yep, just got to avoid too many cooks sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And,
that.
It is what it is. I want to stay on board with it. And if they give us our first real trailer and it looks like that, I'm good to go. Yep. Just, don't give us too much. If you're not going to show the villain, don't
at all. Yeah,
I'm fine with just not seeing it. Like, you sold me on Wonder Woman. Just keep it that way till the movie's out. Exactly.
Because if you sell me on Wonder Woman, that means we're gonna get a good Wonder Woman.
I just don't want them to doomsday it. I don't want him to show up fully in the third trailer and be like, "Well, here's everything."
Yep, this is these are our balls. Just do what you will with them.
So
this is it. There's no more foreplay.
I'm down. I'm
on board. I'm on board with this.
Make it good, guys. Make it good.
Just keep it good, please. So yeah, that's episode 64.
64.
Thank you for joining us.
And until the next one, guys, stay chipper, chaps.
Stay chipper.
What up, Chipper Chap? This is Chipper Chap Chat. What up, Chip and Chap? This is Chip and Chap Chat. What up, Chip and Chap? This is Chip and Chap Chat. What up, Chip and Chap? This is Chip and Chap Chat.